at it. In this third segment of the Parkinson's disease portion of the Health Risk Prevention series, I will be going over some ways for you to get your heart rate up in a safe, accessible, and effective way. I'll follow that up with several weight-bearing moves that you can use for strength training as well. To begin, you'll need 2 water bottles or soup cans, and be sure to have a sturdy chair nearby in case you decide to do these while sitting. For the cardio portion, we're going to start with a squat and reach. If you're seated, you'll exchange the squat for a knee lift and reach. You'll repeat these exercises 3 times through for a count of 5. The first one looks like this. You'll start with feet right under hips. We talked about that perfect posture. So check your balance here. Shoulder roll up, back, and down, strong in the heels. You'll bring your rear back behind the body, slowly lowering down, and we'll add in the reach. Now we turn this into a cardio exercise when we do both of those together in a quick movement. It's a squat and reach and up. Squat and reach and up. Now maybe your squat looks like this. That's great. You're still moving the same muscles. You're still getting the motion in. The next movement we'll be working on is a march with an arm swing. As you may know, with a Parkinson's diagnosis, one of the cardinal signs is a lack of arm movement. So when we're marching, we're going to really focus on picking up those feet, getting them off the floor, and incorporating arm movement. If you're seated, you'll be doing the same thing, picking those legs up, doing a seated march with the arm swing. For this exercise, you'll do this for 1 to 2 minutes. Let's begin. Feet under hips, strong power posture. You'll begin with the march. Get that going first. Really pick up those knees, get the feet off the floor, and bring in the arm swing. If your arms swing like this, great, they're swinging, right? If they don't swing succinctly, they're still moving. The goal is to get everything going at the same time. For 1 to 2 minutes, you'll complete that cardio exercise. Moving on to the strength combo. These movements are added together. We've lined up 2 exercises and combined them. Now, any type of work that you do where there's sequencing, that definitely works the neurological aspect of things. So we're exercising the brain at the same time. As with the other exercises, you'll complete them 3 times through, 5 counts each. This is where you're going to want to have your water bottles or your soup cans. If you have weights at home, fantastic. Most of us all have water bottles. I'm going to use those today. The first movement is a side step. Now you can go ahead and do these without the water bottles and just go through range of motion, or you can use them for these exercises. The side step with bicep curl looks like this. You'll step to the side on your left, back in, and to the side on your right, and back in. But that's not it. We're going to add in the bicep curl to make this a combination movement, work our body a little more. Elbows are going to be right along the rib cage. We're in a power stance. The weights or water bottles are in front of us. Side step to the left and curl those bottles to the shoulder. Push yourself back in slowly. Side step to the right and curl and come back in. Again, we're going to do this 5 times. There's 2. To the left for 3. And to the right. Here's 4. And then we have 1 more. There's a lot of activity going on there. A lot of recall, coordination, sequencing. We're going to move on to a forward step with a lateral raise. It's just like it sounds. The forward step starts on the left. We just step forward, a natural movement, pushing yourself right back in. And then we push ourselves forward with the right and come back in. Our power stance starts us off. The lateral raise comes in when we put our weights or our water bottles alongside the body. Step forward with the left as you raise those bottles out laterally and back in. And forward with the right and raise. And again, you'll do those 5 times each. Moving on to the next exercise, doesn't involve weights or the water bottles. It's called the right leg extension with the opposite arm reach. So you have that chair there, you can touch down. We're going to start with extending the right leg and the opposite arm. Bringing everything back in. We'll do the same side 5 times. So we extend and pull back in. Extend for 3 and back in. 4 and 5. You'll repeat that on the opposite side. If you need to, you'll travel around to the opposite side of your chair so that you can hang on. I would need to turn my chair, obviously, but finding a countertop or something to hold on to is always a good idea. With the other side, you would extend the left leg and the right arm and pull it all back in. Extend and pull back in. And just remember, your extension can be very small. If you lift the left leg a couple inches off the floor and extend here, that's what you have to give today. The next 2 movements will work our abdominals and oblique muscles. Our abdominals are our powerhouse. They're what really hold us up nice and tall. And remember, chin is lifted, posture perfect, spine is long, feet are right under our hips. With the crunch, you can do it seated or standing, just like any one of these movements. Your hands can come up here or here. Or you can touch down and do one side at a time. Pulling your belly button in toward the spine, you're going to lower the upper part of your torso for a standing crunch. Come all the way up, crunch back down, and up. Let's do 3 more, take it to 5. Here's 3, and up, 4, and up, and 5. For the oblique crunches, you're working both sides of your body. So this is where, if you would like to touch down with the right hand, raise the left hand, lower the elbow down toward that hip bone, and come back up nice and tall. Now what we don't want to see is that you're coming forward. What we'd like to see is that you're bringing that elbow right alongside that left side of the body. Nice and tall. After 5 of those, you would switch. Other side. Elbow down to the hip. Each of these exercises are safe enough to practice daily and can be done seated or standing. I hope that you've been able to incorporate some of these exercises into your daily lifestyle. With time and determination, you'll notice how great body motion makes you feel both physically and mentally overall. And if you're interested in learning additional preventative exercises relating to Parkinson's disease, please contact the Two Rivers YMCA to join our Body in Motion class.